Hello, welcome to our class. Today we'll be talking about WIML, World Innovation Mind League. Back then we used to use hand calculation, but now most people use computers. We aim to use programs to solve math questions, and we'll be focusing on Python coding skills. We'll be having two speakers in this class. One is Professor Wen, and the other is me, Andrew. Now let's get into the Python coding skills. Everyone in this country should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. This is what Steve Jobs said in one of his speeches. This is a global trend, a programming language. Learning in the recent years, whether it is in primary school students, middle school students, college students, are starting to learn programming language. The United States former President Obama and Apple's former CEO, Jobs, also called on every student to learn the programming language and learn how to design the program. The Python language is the best choice for students to learn programming language. Python language learning has a ratio up to 60% among the beginners and is gradually increasing. Python and C syntax is similar to each other, but Python eliminates the complicated definition of variables, a lot less tedious work. If you have not learned computer language, Python is your best choice. In this page, we're going to talk about features and benefits of Python. Number 1, simple and easy to learn. Most beginners choose to use Python. Number 2, edit interpreter software free. Python is a free software and anyone can use it. Number 3, it's a high-level language. That means it is similar to human language and it is easy to understand. 4, portability. Python is portable. You can use it on multiple operating systems. 5, interpretability. It's easy to understand. 6, extensibility. 7, embeddability. 8, rich database. 9, machine learning. Python coding skills. Preface. Python language and operational thinking. Operational thinking means to use machine. Operational thinking. Operational thinking means to use machines to complete your calculations. And now we're going to talk about this graph. This is a really important graph. On the left, you can see a lot of school grades. And in elementary school, you get to learn count number, arithmetics, and once you reach junior high school, you learn algebra, geometry, and probability. When you're in high school, you learn trigonometric, permutation, combinations, logarithm, and exponents. And when you're in college, you learn calculus, algorithms, data structure, and numerical analysis. If you know how to code, you use Python, App Inventor, or something like Scratch. But if you don't know how to code, you use softwares like Toolsoft or Package. These all can help you do information management, microcontrol units. And this graph goes to innovation thinking, where you can do DIY stuff. And finally, you get to use AI and IoE, which means Internet of Environment, and IoT, Internet of Things. This also includes cloud computing and internet big data, and also VR, AR, and MR. Computational thinking. To achieve computational thinking, you have to learn math. This can help you solve mathematical questions. 1. In the past, primary and secondary schools to teach students programming languages are mostly in Computer Introduction course, also known as BCC, Basic Computer Concepts. The simple concept of procedural programming language and width to teach programming language and programs for a limited time in the school curriculum is design difficulty. Usually only begin to study at the university. 2. Due to the rise of information technology, artificial intelligence has quickly entered people's daily lives. Countries have actively advocate the teaching of programming language. Some countries have even taught programming language in the 3rd grade of primary school to cultivate students' thinking of computing thinking. Programming language and coding. These logically arranged programs convert data into information output, which is the basis for sorting, categorizing, analyzing, and computing information as a basis for people's decision-making or automatically controlled in artificial intelligence. Programming execution flow. This picture down below teaches us the concept we taught on the last page. So over here we input our data and then programming language. Down here there are a few things like settings, which means equal, and judgment decision, which means if, loop and repeat, which means for next, and number 4. Functions mean fx and variables. And if we have the skills to program, we can design a program. There is number 1, list, 2, series, 3, indicator, 4, sort, 5, arrange, 6, recursive, 7, tree, 8, figure, 9, hash, and 10, structure. So we get to combine these informations and output it. So this is the flow. We input the data, and then we use programming language to design a program, and then make it into information and output. Coding logic. 9 spaces filled in 1 to 9. Subtraction to find 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. There is a topic saying, please fill in the space 1 to 9. Do not repeat. You have to try it now. If you use the program to solve the problem, you can understand the algorithm in less than 5 minutes to list the answer. It is almost impossible to use your mind to calculate this, so you need a program or a computer to do this. And here are the answers. You can see we have 10 sets of answers, and the computer can do this in seconds. The next one is programming logic. Find pi and regular pentagon area. A circle equals pi r by the root, and triangle equals b times h divided by 2, and a square equals the root of a. But you can't really, the pentagon doesn't really have a way you can calculate it. But there is a program you can use to calculate the area of a polygon, and now let's see what it looks like. Now we're going to input how many sides we want in our polygon. It's going to first draw a circle and then a polygon inside it. We are using Scratch for this program. There are exactly 10 right triangles in this polygon. The polygon over here, r equals 1, and the area is 2.3776441. Programming logic. A equals A plus 1. Do you believe it? In actual mathematics, it is impossible to have a number plus 1 and then equal itself. But this is actually possible if you use a programming language. In this demonstration, we use C language, JDoodle coding. Over here, you can see we inputted A equals A plus 1, and over here, here's the input. And it is true, over here. We can press execute, and we can get the value. Programming logic. 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 is not equal to 0.3. Maybe you don't believe that 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 is not equal to 0.3. Try this line. 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 equals 3. But when you type it into Python, it's false. Now you can see over here we put 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. It should equal 0.3 and it should be true. But over here it says false. And the line below, 0.1 plus 0.1 equals 0.2, it's true. The main problem is that 0.1 and 0.3 are stored in the computer as binary values, and decimal to binary is error. For example, the binary digits of a loop section are actually infinitely decimal, and the exact value cannot be represented by decimal. This is the end of chapter 1. Thank you and happy learning.